DCW, DCW, DCW.
And hello everyone and welcome to Blast. Hello Dave, welcome. Oh my goodness, I'm yelling loudly apparently according to my feedback. Alright, cool. So, hi. Hopefully I'm not too loud for the rest of you. Oh, I am pretty loud. Okay, so. How's that? Is that better? There, that's not so high. Alright, hi everybody, hey. Welcome to the stream. That still seems pretty loud. Turn that down a little bit more. Okay, turn that way up. Trying to fix some things, and apparently it was too way up. All right. Welcome. So hopefully that works better for everybody. A little less peaking on the recording. Anyhow, welcome to Blast. Tonight is going to be a big night. We've got a lot of matches to go, including 2 triple threats. And as well as we will have our tag team champions taking on the challengers in singles competition. And as well, the originals will be in action later this evening. So let's get going from Leipzig, Germany. Yes, we're still on international tour currently. And here we go. So first up, we got Tripp versus Donnie. Then we got the originals versus the pack. And then, of course, we'll start off with Dave versus Professor Fox. And then Kurt versus Avalos. As well as 2 triple threat matches, which include our 2 main contenders for the World Heavyweight Championship. As next week, we go into Redemption. And it's going to be crazy. All right. So first up, let's get to Tripp versus Donnie. Money and Paper challenging the Triple Crown champion. We'll see how this all works out for Tripp. In a non-title match, by the way. So, as we are going into this next week, Donnie will be facing Goose and Rob for the championship in a triple threat at the pay-per-view. Of course, Rob was the champion at the earlier this month, and he'll be looking to gain back his title again in his basically rematch. And of course, Goose won the ability to challenge for a title.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from the pits of hell. Weighing in at 276 pounds, the Devil.
Right, so our boy Tripp facing off against Donnie. The winner of this match doesn't mean anything. So let's get back to the triple. Where was I? I think I was talking about the Triple Crown Championship. Oh yeah, that's right. So Goose gets to challenge for the Triple Crown Championship thanks to the win by the originals at Downfall. They got to pick whatever championship they wanted to challenge. As long as it wasn't the Brawler, any of them could have challenged for the Triple Crown title. And it turns out it will be Goose facing off for that championship next Wednesday. All right, here comes Donnie, the current Triple Crown champion. course, Don won the championship in impressive fashion, just a couple of weeks ago against Rob, and he has been on a tear as of late. So he'll be looking to kind of increase his victories as he goes into this title defense. Of course, Don won that match by helping out the SU in unfortunately a losing effort in that tag team elimination match. Or not tag team, well, I guess it was a tag team elimination match after a fashion. Tables elimination match. Alright, so they lock up, and Donnie gets a hold of Tripp, picks him up, and does a cutter suplex affair. Now he's got him. Looks like he's going to bring him up again, and then drops him once more. Tripp in big trouble right off the start. Donnie with a big chop. Has Tripp up again, but then gets taken down instead. A boot to the back. Now Don not faring great at the moment. Now Tripp's got him up. Big over the shoulder suplex. Tossing him around. This is where Tripp has to take advantage of his size. Bigger competitor, the heavier competitor of the two. And he'll want to use that weight and strength against Donnie as much as possible. For Donnie, he just wants to stick and move and stick and move. And so far, he was doing okay, but now in trouble. Big boot knocks him down, but he comes in with a big slap of a chop. And then a backbreaker, which has Tripp struggling already. He does get to his feet, though. Donnie throws him into the corner, follows it up with a big arm kind of clothesline effect, of course, because of how tall Tripp is. It doesn't really look like that. And then he tries to go for the pin, but the 1 count only. Tries to move in again, and Tripp immediately forces him back. Punch and another. Oh, but blocked and then reversed, and then a drop kick sends him packing. Follows it up with another one. Now he's got him up where he wants him. Guillotines him off the top rope. Tripp trying to deal with this now. Donnie comes off the ropes and drops a knee. Tripp's in trouble. And now Donnie's got him in a grip. Gives him a quick shot to the head. And now starts to work away again. Again, follows up a choking hold with another punch. Tripp struggling. And now gets taken down, and it's the calf crusher. He's got him in the calf crusher. What will Tripp do? Can he get out of it? No, he doesn't. Wow. Donnie, impressive victory. Makes Tripp tap to the calf crusher in such an early moment. This match hadn't really even got warmed up. And Donnie, big win. Has got to build his confidence going into the pay-per-view. Completely flummoxed Tripp. And sitting in the middle of the center of the ring, unable to get out. He had only one option, and he took it. So Donnie with a big win, already starting this last episode before the pay-per-view off on the right note for him. So the champion is off and running. Be interesting to see what comes out of his match next week and whether he can continue this progress. He's been on a bit of a tear of late. He is definitely one of the better competitors in DCW, and certainly will be wanting to get that win in that 3-man match. So next up is our big tag team match for the evening. It is the Originals versus the Pack in tag team action. Of course, the Pack is looking to take on whoever wins the championship at Redemption, as they have gotten off to a great start, having beaten the champions last week in a non-title match. They would love nothing better than to defeat the Originals and set themselves up as the #1 contenders. The Originals, of course, haven't really had a lot of tag team matches as of late that aren't against the Unprofessionals. So they'll be a bit rusty, I would think, but we'll have to see how it goes for them. They will be looking to do a lot better after a bit of a struggle early on with these two men, but they've got their work cut out for them against this behemoth Jax and his partner Corbin. So here we go. First out, it's the Originals with Anthony and Chris.
On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 462 pounds, Christopher the Professor and Anthony the Original.
All right. Like I said, a couple of men looking to get on the win column. They've done okay lately, but I can't suggest that they're by any means ready for prime time in the tag team division yet. They've got some work cut out for them to get there. But nonetheless, they'll be wanting to get a big win here tonight to kick things off. They are facing off with the Unprofessionals at the pay-per-view and will be wanting to go in on a high note, but we'll have to see how this works out for them. Like I said, the Pack has been on a tear as of late. They are definitely a very dangerous team. And you don't want to run into Jax when he's on his feet.
And their opponent, at a combined weight of 772 pounds, Jack Walker and Alpha Wolf, the Wolf Pack.
All right. Jax, of course, the biggest competitor by far in the DCW. Corbin has been able to get some important wins, but as a team, they have been very deadly as of late. And as their experience and effort grows, I would say I would not want to meet up with these two men at any point in tag team competition. But tonight, the Originals will get their turn to try and make an impression. And it's going to be Chris against Jax first out of the gate. All right. Oh, Chris tried to throw a punch, but immediately got suplexed as Jax just wanted none of that. But he does come in with a couple of punches, a series of hits, but his fourth one misses. Then does connect with the next one, then tries to go for a cutter, it looked like, but got caught by Jax. Jax picks him up. Backbreaker on Chris. Then drops a boot onto him. And then tosses him over his head. Chris is struggling already. The big mammoth man has got him in deep trouble. Tags in Corbin. Hello, Kurt. Welcome to the stream. Miss by Corbin right off the bat. However, he does have Chris up. Chris has been on the back foot right since the beginning of the match. He has not been able to lay in much in the way of offense. Jax totally taking him apart. Oh, kick to the midsection by Corbin. And another to the knee. Picks him up off the mat. Has a hold of him, throws him into the corner, and then follows it up with a high knee, sending Chris to the mat. Chris trying to get up, but no. Leaping leg drop by Corbin off that rope. Kind of springboard thing. Did quite a bit of damage there. Corbin, though, has gotten reversed on. Chris drops him and gives him a European uppercut as he does, which now allows him to tag out. And he does. Anthony now in. Working against Corbin, but Corbin immediately grabs the smaller man. I don't know what will happen to Anthony if Jax comes in. He may be destroyed. Anthony is one of our smaller competitors in DCW. Will not want to face Jax Forrest Walker full on, in my opinion. However, in the meantime, getting some work in on Corbin. He actually stretches his leg out, stomp in the midsection, and then one on the back of the arm. He then picks Corbin up, throws him into his corner, comes in with a high strike. Chris tried to attack while they were outside the ring, but misses. And then a Hurricane Rana sends Corbin to the mat, getting taken about by Anthony. Anthony looking to do something with him. Whoa! Takes him and flips him over from his back to his back, so to speak. Picks him back up again. Corbin in trouble, big trouble. Suplex. Looks like he's taking him over for another one. And another. Is it going to be 3 Germans? It is. And Anthony has done the deed on Corbin, who slides out of the ring. Now gets a hold of Anthony. Punches him to the back of the head. Now able to probably tag out, which would be a good thing after this. But no, instead he sets him up in the tree of woe. He's got him set up good and proper. Now he's going to the top rope. Oh my. I think he's going to... And he does. Jumps on him from the top rope, sending Anthony to the mat. Flips him back over. Comes in off the ropes. Drop kick. A low drop kick catches Anthony. And then he's stomping on him. I'm surprised Corbin stayed in. I would have thought it would have been wiser for him to tag out at this point, but he hasn't done so yet. Working on the arm. Now Corbin tags. Yes, he does. Tags out to Jax. Jax comes in. Opportunity for him to finish this thing. Anthony hasn't even moved. Jax picks him up to his feet. Is he going to try and reverse? No. Still 2 days. Double arm DO, and he double arm suplex. Ouch. He is trying to run to Chris. Jax grabs a hold of him. This is what we worried about for the smaller competitor. The big man has got him. Is able to take him over again. Comes in. Smashes his arm into the mat. Steps on it for good measure. Picks him up and wrenches on that neck and head. Anthony is in big trouble. He needs a tag. I don't know if Jax is going to let that happen. He's got him, but Anthony finally showing some offense for the first time in a while has taken Jax down. Going over to Chris, tags in Chris. Desperation now, but Chris is planted, pancaked by Jax. Whoa, but then immediately turned over by Chris as he reverses it. Drops a leg onto Jax's throat. The big fella's down. This is not where he wants to be. His head is getting worked on. His throat is getting worked on. But he is able to turn things around. Picks up Chris. Looking to take back the advantage. Throws him into the corner. Moves slowly towards him. Tags in Corbin. Corbin and Jax working on Chris. They tag team him and over he goes. Backflip him. He's going to get a tag into Anthony though. So it's Corbin versus Anthony. A drop kick on from Anthony. And another. They both try and swing. They both miss. However, a Hurricane Rana does catch Corbin. Anthony tries to come in again. Corbin works on that arm. Stops Anthony. Now, what's he going to do? He throws him into the turnbuckle. Tries to drop kick and misses. However, he throws him in shoulder first to the post. Down goes Anthony, and then it's 2 knees to the face. And Anthony is down. There's no sign of Chris. 1, 2. Oh, and Anthony kicks out. He probably wouldn't have if Corbin had just grabbed the leg. But because he didn't do it, it gave Anthony just that little bit of extra effort to get himself out. But he's got to be worn down now. He's been in a grueling match. He spent more time in the ring than Chris has. Now he's got an opportunity to tag out. Will he take that advantage? Picks Corbin up off the mat. Throws him into his corner, probably to tag out. He does. Chris comes in. Strike on to Corbin. It looks like they're trying to do their tag team move. Here we go. It's a heart attack. Down goes Corbin, and Chris going for the pin, but Jax squeaks through to rescue his partner. Chris now still working on Corbin. Corbin now got a little bit of energy back. European uppercut. Throws Chris into the corner. Comes in with a knee that catches Chris and sends him to the ground. Chris is down. He's on the bottom rope. And he gets another leg drop. Springboard. And now Corbin has him down in the center of the ring. Tags in Jax. What will this big man beast do with him? Works on the arm again. Picks him up off the mat. Has him where he wants him. Takes him. Oh, but Chris picks up 500 pounds and flips him. And then drops a knee. Very impressive move by Chris. Chris throws Jax into the corner. Anthony holding on, keeping him from being able to escape. Chris works on him. Now takes him down. Looks like he's going to go for it. He's got him in the sharpshooter. Jax is able to... Yes, he's able to get out of that. Too close to the ropes for Chris to really work his magic on him. And to be fair, that man's legs are tree trunks. Anthony back in. Dragging the big Minotaur to the middle of the ring. Goes for the pin. Referee out of position. 1, 2. Jax able to kick out in that second, even though his partner wasn't able to rescue him. Now he's got him in a submission move. Working on the arm, twisting, yanking, stretching it. Anthony going up to the top rope. Yes, he is. High risk maneuver incoming. Waiting for him to get to his feet. Jax is groggy at this point. Drops an elbow onto his forehead, and Jax goes down. What will Anthony do now? Tags in Chris. Chris's turn to show some offense. Picks up Jax. Jax is still dazed, still unable to get some offense going. Another European uppercut catches him. Chris straightens his neck out. We haven't seen Corbin for a little bit. Grabbing onto Jax, but Jax able to get out and gores him. Just from nothing is able to gore Chris. Chris in trouble, but Corbin is not there to rescue his helper. 1, 2. No. Anthony gets a big boot. That will definitely put him out of this sucker. And Jax is not ready to give up on him and comes in with a big, big strike to the face. Now what's he going to do with Anthony? Oh, Anthony reverses, trying to get back into it now. Chris is back up. That momentary distraction allowed him to actually get back into the ring, get back into the action. He does throw Jax out of the ring. Closing in on Jax now. A strike and another. But Jax returns it with a clothesline that sends Chris to the floor. They're outside the ring. Oh, but Jax misses on the drop kick. Another strike by Chris. And then a neck breaker. Cutter, sorry. Big European uppercut sends Jax again crashing to the mat, to the concrete. He's in trouble. They're standing by the barrier. Chris tries to smash him, but Jax catches it, throws him into the steps. The crowd are worried now. They are very, very hyper as the count continues. We are at 8. Jax crawls in at 8. 9. Is Chris going to get up in time? I don't think he is. He is not. The Pack destroys the Originals and absolutely lays waste to Chris, who lays prone on the concrete and the mat that barely protects it. And the Pack get a very important, if controversial, victory. Big win by the big man. I can't think the Originals will be very happy with that loss, because wanting to go into this
Here are your winners.
pay-per-view with a chance. But yes, a win is a win. So these two gentlemen are probably your number one contenders going out of redemption, depending on who wins at the pay-per-view. And certainly, I don't think either Dangerous Alliance or the Shadow Fox want to run into those guys. They are very, very formidable. But now we're going to hear from Webby, who has some thoughts that he has on his mind. I know, talking to him backstage, he has a lot of things he would like to say going into the pay-per-view. And I assume all of them will be aimed at Austin. Here we go. Oops. All right, here comes Webby into the ring. Crowd chanting for Webby as he gets in. The angry panda is very celebratory as he comes in knowing he has the chance to win the championship against Austin at the pay-per-view. He will want to absolutely win that Iron Man match. All right, here we go. Next week, I have a match against Austin. One that I'm looking forward to a lot. The idea of a street fight where I have 30 minutes to beat you to a pulp sounds wonderful to my ears. I love violence, Austin. I love the feel of it and will love even more to deliver a real ass whooping. I hope you enjoyed your time with my title. I hope you enjoyed how it felt on your shoulder. Because in 1 week, when you are in your bed at the hospital, will long for those days. In 1 week, you'll know that I am one angry panda, and how that feels will be tattooed on you. The unprofessionals took our beating, but from here on out, Austin, we aim for better and to do better. My boy Rob will get his title back next week, and then we'll celebrate having 2 titles in the back. Because by hell or high water, I'm going to beat you. I will win because I will be the better man. I don't give a damn who I face after that because I will be back on top of the mountain. Which, by the way, is where I belong, Austin. On the top, and you'll be where you belong. Where is that, you might say? Well, let me tell you. On the bottom, wondering what the hell happened. 1 week. That's all you have left. 1 more week. I hope you enjoy it, cherish it, but remember, in 1 week, I will be the reigning, defending, 2-time DCW champion, and you, well, Austin, you'll be the guy that used to be someone. And that I can guarantee. Strong words by Webby as he gets towards the pay-per-view. He will be looking to utterly destroy Austin. It is an opportunity for him to have the champion in the ring, in the arena, anywhere he wants, falls count anywhere. This is a street fight, and an Iron Man street fight at that. It will be bloody, you can guarantee. It will be not for the faint of heart, and you will not want to miss it. All right. Next up, it's Dave versus Professor Fox in the first of our 2 matches between the Tag Team Championship competitors. Pardon me. Goodness. All right. That's when I wish I had a cough mic. All righty, here we go. Are we ready to see who of these 2 can get the victory? I think first out will be Dave.
Making his way to the ring from Baltimore, Maryland, weighing in at 281 pounds, Dave the King Baker.
Let's go, Dave. Dogman Dave. Nice, Kurt. All right. So here he is looking to get a big victory for his team, going towards the Tag Team Championship. Both of these competitors will want to show that they can get the win. Remember, the championship match is a tag team elimination match. So it could possibly be that these 2 men could end up as the only competitors.
Weighing in at 267 pounds, one half of the Professor Fox.
All right, Professor Fox is out. Had a bit of a rough go on it last week, losing to the Pack. So he'll want to do better, that's for darn sure. All right, so now we are ready to get underway. These 2 men about to lock up. Be good to see kind of who has the best chance to get a victory here. And then that will kind of set the tone for the next match. Dave comes in, grabs onto Fox, immediately sidewalk slams him. Right out of the gate. Then a strike to the back. Picks him up. Wrestles him over. And now is wrenching on his... in kind of a reverse sleeper hold, but then gets thrown over. No. Strikes by Dave. Punches logged in on Fox. Kick to the midsection. Fox in trouble already. Dave celebrating the advantage to this point. Stomps on both arms. Fox in trouble. Wrenches on the neck. Wrenches again. Twisting and turning. It's a weakening maneuver. It's not a submission. Steps on the leg. And now waiting for Fox to move. Fox moves out of the way, but straight into Dave again. Dave has been just dominant right from the early stages here. So far, he is on the road to a possible victory. Picks him up, got him up, suplex. Sort of almost a jackhammer type of suplex. Kicks again to Fox in the midsection. Now drops a knee onto his head. Fox is in big trouble. He has not got any offense in. Pinning attempt. 1. Fox kicks out. So far, so good for Dave. But he's not looking, and Fox has got up. Oh! And he catches him. And takes him over. And now, all of a sudden, Fox thanks to that mistake, has got the advantage. Comes in, able to get him up and able to Samoan drop Dave. Dave rolling over, but he's just run into the camel clutch, which didn't last long with his feet under the ropes. Now a kick to the back. Takes the arm, throws it over again. Deep trouble for our boy Dave. All of a sudden now Fox is on the move, on the aggression, and is working his way through it. Fox gets up, brought up by Dave. Dave takes him back over, working on the neck again. He's got him in that hold. Will Dave give up? No, he rolls him over yet again. Picking him up. And this time he flips him over him. Fox is fighting back. He's had the better part of the offense in the late going here and does it again there. Dave all of a sudden in big trouble, but is able to get a lariat in, which catches Fox. Now he's got a choke on him. Referee not breaking up as always. Our referees again don't seem to do disqualifications. Punches thrown in. Fox in trouble. After a flurry of offense, now Dave is back in control. He's got him where he wants him, splits the uprights and kicks between the goalposts. Has Fox in trouble. Bear hug, but unfortunately for Dave, Fox able to punch his way out of it. Then turns Dave over and slams him into the ground. Dave now reaching for his back, trying to get to his feet. Fox just waiting, not looking at him. Dave gets up, but he's so staggered. It's trouble now. He's in the sleeper hold. It's a Kirakuda clutch. It's locked in. Dave has nowhere to go, but he's able to get out. I guess he was too close to the ropes. Able to wag his way out of that. Now a pinning attempt. Referee just getting back in position. 1, 2. No. Fox unable to get that pin. Dave now in trouble. Needs to get up. He does, and with an arm drag, is able to get a hold of Fox. Now comes in with a big fist right to Fox's forehead. That sends him plowing into the mat. Now more raining punches down on him. It stomped to the midsection. He's got him pinioned. Now 1, 2. So close. Dave on the offensive. Kick to the back. Fox down again. He picks him up. He's still got him dazed. Tries to go for the bear hug again, but again gets caught out. Stomps on him. Now working on a submission hold, but again Dave has his feet near the ropes and is able to get out. Locked down on that. It's working on that head and neck area. Throws him back onto the mat. Picking him up now. Dave is in trouble. And slams him to the mat. Dave down. Here we go. 1, 2. Able to kick out at the last second. Fox has now had the better part of the offense here in the last couple minutes, but caught out again by Dave, who punches his way out of trouble. Gets another punch to the midsection and then a big chop and then a clothesline that sends him out to the floor. We've already had one count out tonight. Will we have another one? Fox picks up Dave though. Takes him. Tries to, I think he was going to powerbomb him, but instead he gets a high knee to the chest. And now Dave has the advantage. Is he going to? Yes, he threw him back into the ring. I thought maybe he would go for something on the outside, but no. He had the time, didn't take advantage. Now Fox catches him as he gets back in, but Dave moves in. They butt heads and then power slam, spine buster to the mat. Dave trying to recover. Fox wobbly, gets to his feet, and now he's in trouble. It's a pedigree. Pedigree into the mat. Fox is down. Pinning attempt. 1, 2. Oh my goodness. I thought he had him there. Yeah, it did slow down for a bit. Hopefully it doesn't keep doing that. It is a bit slow, not gonna lie. Picks him up. It hasn't crashed, though, so we're good. Punches raining down. Tries again, but this time Dave able to reverse it. Clothesline into the corner, tries to go for a punch and misses. Drop kick sends him down. Professor Fox picks him back up. Throws him into the corner. Gets him up onto the top rope. What's he going to do? It is a muscle buster. And there it is. Has Fox done the deed? He has to drag him into the center of the ring. That could have cost him the pin. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Fox gets Dave with that muscle buster and gets the victory after what looked like Dave had him. And the 3 count was a millimeter from being called. Unfortunately, after a very tough and competitive match, Dave just not able to get that pin. So close.
Here is your winner.
But Fox with a big victory for his side. Certainly Kurt backstage and Avalos will be of looking on to that match and wanting to do better or outdo what Fox was able to do. Yep. So Dave says the ref slow counted him. It's hard not to argue on that basis. Another difficult match for the DUA upcoming. It's Avalos versus Kurt. All right, so it's Kurt's opportunity to get a win. So far, with the loss, it's hard to predict what that means. Probably means absolutely nothing for the pay-per-view, but it's always interesting to sort of see in these matches, kind of leading in, sort of how they go for the competitors, because it might tell the tale, or it may be that they're just waiting and they're holding back on some of their best moves and some of their best maneuvers in order to keep themselves from having more struggles. But we'll see. First out of the gate here, it's Avalos.
Making his way to the ring from the United States of America, weighing in at 260 pounds, one half of the tag team Shade.
All right. There he is. It's Avalos, wearing his 3rd championship. Owner of the Triple Crown, but not the belt, but actually the Triple Crown of titles. Here comes Kurt.
And his opponent from Ohio, weighing in at 245 pounds, Kurt.
Kurt looks determined. He looks like he wants to gain revenge for his partner. Avalos, prepared and ready and waiting. This man's been in a lot of big title matches over the years, so he will be looking to continue to follow up that success. But make no mistake, Kurt and Dave are familiar with big matches themselves, so they also will be looking to gain at least one victory out of these 2 matches. So here we go. Sorry. Was it supposed to be somewhere else? I just put Ohio. If you want it somewhere else, give me an idea. Oh, big drop kick right away for Avalos. Reversing what happened in the last match where Fox got caught out. Working on the arm straight away. Oh, leg drop onto Kurt's arm. Trying to weaken him right off the bat, but Kurt ducks out before Avalos could actually... Chicago. Okay. I will change that. It will not change until the last, but I will change that. Our second person from Chicago area. All right. Oh. Drops him with an atomic drop that sent Kurt to the floor. Big strike by Avalos, and another, and then a big knee to follow up with it. Kurt in trouble. Going into the ring post. Avalos working on him again. Tattooing his face on that ring post. Now, Kurt throws him back into the ring. Kurt stomps on Avalos. Catches him now again. More kicks, more punches. Tries to stand back up, gets caught out again. Cross-body block sends him immediately to the mat. I think it's chair time. Yeah, that's right. Oh, and again on the arm. Avalos working away, trying to take out Kurt's arms. Flips him back over. Gets his leg up. Oh! Kind of looked like a pull the knee out of the socket sort of idea. Picks him up. And then just drops him on his head. Kind of a suplex DDT type move. Now Kurt just sits down and waits for Avalos. Comes in with a big clothesline and another. And in attempt to the third, catches him and trips him up. Waiting on Avalos to get to his feet. Do you think it's a foot DDT? Comes in with a high boot to the face. 1, 2. Oh, that was close. Avalos suddenly in trouble. Kurt drops a boot on his chest. And another on the midsection. And then comes in and stretches him out. He's in pain. Certainly, but Avalos able to turn him over after that very interesting submission move. Kurt now picks him up. German suplex. Don't know if he was planning on trying to pin him, but picks him up by his chin, by his foot. And Black Mass absolutely rocks him. And then goes for the pin. 1, 2. Oh, that was really close. Really close. Kurt almost had him. Avalos is rocked. Picks him up, but gets him turned upside down. Kurt now in trouble. Avalos has him. 2 feet on the lower area. Not very fun. Now picks him up. Suplex. Kurt now in trouble. Shot to the lower regions. Not going to make things great. And then a twist of fate to go along with it. Goes for the pin. Not even a 1 count. Kurt under the ropes probably helps out. Elbow. And then a boot to the midsection sends Avalos over again. Using his foot on him, then his knees. Takes him out back towards the center of the ring. Double stomp right on the midsection and a kick to the face. Now he's going up to the high flying area. Kurt gets him in position. Measures him. Comes in with a huge boot, which catches Avalos, sending him crashing to the mat. And another high knee to the face and chest. But Avalos no-sells it, gets right back up. Able to get a hold of Kurt. Drops a leg onto his arm. still working away on the arm. What is Avalos going to do? Drags Kurt into the center of the ring and then spins a leg drop. Now he's going onto the top rope. This could it be it? It is. 1, 2. No. Avalos no-sells everything. I know. Avalos thought he had him, but not good enough. Working now on that neck chin area, as we've seen a number of wrestlers do quite a lot in DCW. Picks him back up off the mat, comes in with a clothesline. Tries to go for another, but ends up catching him with an atomic drop again, and then drops again. My goodness, he likes to hit where the sun don't shine. Now he's got Kurt up again. Kick to the midsection, and then twist of fate. Goes for the pin. Referee there. 1, 2, 3. Avalos gets the pin. And the Dangerous Alliance go 0 for 2 against Shadow Fox. And now what do we have here? Kurt seeming to show some good sportsmanship going into their match. Surprising show of sportsmanship. Considering Kurt was mentioning the idea of hitting him with a chair in real life. Avalos gets the win. Kurt, I'm sure, is anxious to pay it back on next Wednesday for the real belts. I'm amazed at how they always reverse finishers, except we don't. I mean, you do, because, I mean, he did go for the Swanton Bomb. You kicked out of that. Except, yeah. All right, first triple threat match of the evening. It's the Brawler versus Webby versus Astonis. It is a triple threat match with no stakes, just pride on the line for each side. Money and Papers representative Astonis is going to want to get a good showdown here between the #1 contender and the Brawler, who is one of those Triple Crown champions, having won all 3 titles at one point. Here comes Webby. As we heard earlier, he's an angry
Making
panda.
his way to the ring from New Hampshire, weighing in at 272 pounds, Pat Webster.
Stomp into the ring, looking to make up for his loss at Downfall. Webby will be wanting to set the tone for their championship affair tonight against 2 gentlemen, one of whom he's very familiar with, having fought the Brawler on a number of occasions, including in the inaugural event for DCW when he lost the championship tournament to the Brawler. And speaking of the Brawler, here he comes.
From Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 241 pounds, the Brawler, Jonathan Williams.
Kurt says 2K is weird like that. The guy's got a finisher, and if you do another move, it's a no-go. Yeah, well, that's like when somebody's down and they pick him up off the mat. I expect almost every time to be a reversal. It surprises me more when it isn't. So, there's just something about this game, man. Believe me, I look forward to having a different wrestling game to use for this, because this is such a dog's breakfast at times. Alrighty, Brawler in the ring. I think it's called that the game engine is like so old and so full of bugs that the AI doesn't think very well at times. All right, here comes our last competitor in this match.
From another time, weighing in at 246 pounds, Magical One.
I know, a big move and then to pick up and get reversed like nothing happened. I know, right? The no-sells at times are amazing. Although, in all fairness, it's weird because if the wrestler thinks it has to do something when they're standing up, they'll wait for them to stand up, and it takes sometimes forever because the wrestler will be prone, which is goofy as all get out. Like, you wouldn't normally in any sort of actual wrestling match, that would never happen. They wouldn't wait for them like that, not for that amount of time anyway. Obviously, wrestlers know when to, stagger to their feet just in time to get hit by something, so it's a little different, but still, it does show how dumb the AI is at times. I also find it funny the way they do tag team matches. They seem really cockeyed, especially if somebody's in a corner and they don't tag out after they've been rocked for a while. Instead, they just do another big move, which makes zero sense because if you were in the corner, you would tag out. All right, here we go. Triple threat match, triple threat rules. No countouts, no disqualifications. Anything could go. Almost never does on TV, but it could. Brawler just kind of waited around for Astonis to get taken down. Goes after Webby. Well, Webby gets a DDT. Drops him completely. Yeah, beyond dumb. No hot tag. Yeah, no. Nothing. Nothing even remotely like a wrestling match. Nope. Astonis out of the ring. Brawler goes out looking like he's going to fall up. Doesn't. Just kind of stands around. Gets decked by Webby. Webby very happy to do that all day. Astonis gets out of this and is able to do a backdrop, which sends Webby to the mat. Or to the floor. Now, Brawler back in, and Astonis has got him where he wants him. I don't mind my guy losing if it makes sense. Yeah, I know. It's frustrating when things go goofy like that. Like that referee thing last time when you guys lost the title. Never should have happened. That was just so dumb. Here comes Webby back in. Takedown on Brawler by Astonis. And then a big stomping move catches Webby, sending him out of the ring. And then Astonis goes out to chase him. Now the Brawler's back in. Now they both slide in real quick. And meanwhile, Webby's out there celebrating like crazy. Immediately, Brawler gains the advantage. Oh, but a clothesline sends that to disadvantage. And then a stomp by Astonis knocks Webby to his knees. Now he's got him back up. Strikes him once, and then a big European uppercut catches him again. Chops, punch, kick. Oh, but immediately the Brawler had been kind of waiting. Picks the bones. Sends Astonis to the ground. 1 count only, however. Stomp to the back of the neck. Webby now is the one under assault. I would also occasionally like them to do different rest holds. That also kind of frustrates me, not gonna lie. Picks up, throws him over. Now he's got Astonis where he wants him. Drops him on his back. Brawler back to his feet. Webby aiming at Astonis, misses the Brawler. So the Brawler catches him. Lays him on the second rope, puts his knee on and just puts pressure down. Astonis tries to break in, but instead gets caught out. Knee drop onto Brawler's thigh. Now the Brawler gets caught out and his back dropped. Astonis looking to take advantage of this. Both men now down. He's the only one up, but Webby is slowly getting to his feet. Not even a 1 count. Webby able to break it up. Whoa, the drop kick by Astonis catches him. Big trouble now. Astonis reverses his kick, but then gets caught out again. Webby takes Astonis down. It's now the Brawler versus Webby. Brawler grabbing onto Webby. Has him up. Bear hug. Oh, and Webby just comes down with a big strike. That sends the Brawler reeling. But the Brawler gets a Samoan drop in that catches Webby, picking him back up to his feet. Strikes him in the chest. Picks him up. And... oh! Big drop. Not even more than the 1 count. Out goes Webby to the floor. Astonis gets planted into the mat this time. Brawler now, waiting for a chance to take advantage of this, has now worked on Astonis' arm, stepping on it over and over again. Now drags him towards the center of the ring. Goes for a pinning combination. 1, 2. No, not 2. Webby back in. Brawler tries to go for him. Gets an arm drag takedown for his pleasure. Gets picked up. Webby's got him up. Webby's just waiting there. He's just standing in the center of the ring with Brawler just unable to move. But Brawler trying to elbow his way out and finally does. Misses on the kick though. Now he's been picked up. He's going to go for a guillotine on the ropes. He does. Miss on the clothesline. Webby in trouble now. Astonis picks him up and slams him into the mat. Sit down powerbomb. Has him in trouble. Dragged to the center of the ring. Astonis comes in. And it is a boom drop right in the center of the ring. But he's... oh, and then a Trouble in Paradise catches Brawler, who's now unconscious. Opportunity for Astonis to win this match. Ref down. 1, 2. Oh my goodness, that was close. A big kick out by the Brawler at the last second. Astonis kind of gearing himself up, gets caught out by Webby. Webby now has him right where he wants him. Goes for the pin. 1. But Astonis is not going to go down quite that easily. Boot by Webby. A bit of disrespect shown there. Picks him up. He's got him up and chucks him over his head. Now goes for the pin, but there's Brawler to break things up. Brawler now tries to go for Webby. Webby back suplexed him. But now Brawler kicks him back in the face. Gets back up. Still goes for a pin on Astonis. Only a 1 count. Astonis able to recover somewhat thanks to the situation that these other two are facing. Big power move there. 1, 2. Brawler now has Astonis ringing his head against the mat, trying to take the fight out of him. Goes for yet another pin. 1, 2. No, not even close. Webby back in the ring. Goes after Brawler. Has him up and German suplex. And he's ready to do another. He's got him again. Is it going to be a third? It is. Oh my goodness. The Brawler is unconscious. Webby's got him where he wants him. 1, 2. No. The Brawler sits up at the last moment before the third arm could go down. He's trying to get to his feet. Webby's waiting for him, though. He gets him up. Is this it? It is. It's an F5. But now Astonis is on his feet. He breaks it up. That should and probably would have been it. Big kick drives Webby out of the ring. The Brawler is down and out. Astonis goes for the pin. 1, 2. Brawler able to get out of trouble. Webby still down outside the ring. Astonis trying to psych the crowd. Tries to get Brawler up to his feet. Brawler able to catch him. Sloppy cover though. 1, 2. Astonis able to get out of it. Webby immediately clotheslined as he tries to go towards the Brawler. Brawler now happy as a clam because both of these guys are down. Picking on Webby. Knowing that greater danger probably lies with Webby, he stomps on the arm. Meanwhile, Astonis rumbles back to his feet. Brawler gets caught out, thrown into the corner. Astonis moving closer, springs him over the monkey's leap, and now off the top rope, catches him again. Now Trouble in Paradise catches Webby, dragging him to the center of the ring. It's a pinning attempt. The referee out of position again. 1, 2. Oh, that was 3. That was 3. But again, ref did not get his hand to the mat. Strikes by Astonis. Angry that he missed out on a pin. Big elbow by the Brawler. Working together briefly. But now, neck breaker on the Brawler by Astonis. Astonis had his man, he thought. Goes for the pin. He's got the leg up now. 1, 2. Brawler kicks out. Astonis misses. Brawler working away, but he's got him up and drops him. Now, 1, 2. Oh my goodness, the Brawler wins. The Brawler gets the victory on Astonis. Webby can't be very happy. He was right there to stop that. I thought he had before the 3 count, but he must have missed. And Astonis is taken advantage of by the Brawler, who gets him up and is able to get a finisher on him before Webby can get back and put a stop to it. It really looked like, as I said, it looked like from this angle that Webby had gotten there in time, but it's hard to say for sure without a replay that shows better what happened. Certainly, I'm sure Webby thought he had this one right here. Had Astonis not gotten to his feet, I'm pretty certain Webby would have got the win right then and there.
Here is
But
your winner, the Brawler,
nonetheless,
Jonathan Williams.
a Brawler gets a big victory on the #1 contender, and he will certainly be looking at that later on after the pay-per-view. So now our next match is Goose versus Rob in a matchup of 2 of the competitors going into the Triple Crown Championship. It's a D&D original versus unprofessionals match, and should be a good one. These two have a long, lengthy might be the wrong word to say, but have definitely won championships and both know how to win them in trying circumstances, because of course Rob won and held the championship in a cage match last pay-per-view, and then back in February Goose won the championship at the Elimination Chamber match. And so here he comes. It's Goose with no music for some reason. Not sure how that happened.
Making his way to the ring from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 267 pounds, Goose.
All right, there he is. Our man Goose is ready to go for another title in 1 week's time in a triple threat match. If there's one thing Rob knows a lot about, it's multi-man matches. And he can get victories. And he's surprised people before, so you can't count him out. And as I said, I think he'll be looking for another big win here to set up his pay-per-view affair against Donnie and Rob. And now here comes Rob. As I said, former champion will be wanting to win his title back. And he also doesn't come to the ring with music. Don't know how this happened.
Weighing in at 301 pounds, the Jester, Rob.
If I remember, I might fix this on YouTube, but we'll see. All right, here he comes. Our boy Rob. After a big victory in the past couple of weeks, he's looking now to try and get another win on Donnie and Goose. As I said, Rob is experienced with interesting and different kinds of matches, but he will want to do his very best to get a title back around the waist of an SU member, and even better if he can do that the same night that Webby gets the title back, the championship title, to make it a 2-belt affair. But we'll have to see what happens. Here we go. Match is about to get underway. And straight away, Goose comes in, leaping punch, catches Rob. Misses on the kick though. Rob straight up. Picks him up, tosses him back over with a back body drop. Kick to the back again, steps on his leg, drops an elbow right in the chest. Big trouble now. Working away on him. But Goose is able to turn it around. Comes in, but they combine and he loses it and takes a DDT. And Rob goes for a pin real quick. One. Almost caught Goose out there. Working his way with a series of punches. Goose in trouble. Brings Goose towards the ropes. Sets him up. Tries to go for a punch, but Goose recovers just in time. And comes in with a couple of strikes of his own. Picks Rob up. Throws him into the corner turnbuckle. Comes in. Clotheslines him in the back, and he falls down only for a 1 count. Goose tries to step on him, but misses, and now he's in trouble. Oh! Rob just planted him outside on the floor. Tries to go for another kick, but this time Rob able to reverse it. Strikes now. Punch after punch, forearm after forearm. Throws Rob back into the center of the ring. Goose back in. Goose follows up with a strike and another. Lifts Rob back up, sending him to the ropes. And pushes him back into the ropes again, then comes in with a forearm and another. And down goes Rob. Pinning attempt by Goose. Doesn't grab the leg, so Rob able to get out. Picked up, but immediately taken down. Goose gets worked on by Rob. Clothesline takes him over. And a kick, but Rob no sells, comes back up. Big clothesline. Goose has had enough. Tries to roll out. Gets back up on the ropes. Might be a mistake and is. Punch straight back off the ring apron to the floor. Gets a kick to the face. Rob geared up. Charging up now. Goose in trouble. Picked up. Oh, looked like it was going to be a powerbomb. Instead, it's a DDT. Reversed by Goose. Goose gets back into the ring. Rob is now down. Not going to be kept out of the ring on that. Not with at a 3 count. Turned over and slammed into the mat. Pinning attempt now. 1. Referee quite slow to get the count started. Goose able to roll out. Rob pursues. But then the Goose gets right back in and gets immediately picked up again. And again gets slammed in kind of an F5-like move. So now, big trouble in Little China. Dragged towards the center of the ring. Goose in big trouble. Rob with a "you can't see me" 5-knuckle shuffle. Strikes home. Goose in pain, rolling around, standing, trying to get up. Immediately walks into an attitude adjustment. Rob goes for the pin. 1, 2, 3. And Rob gets the big win, confirms his spot in the triple threat in the process, and wins a big morale boosting match going into the pay-per-view, knowing he had to have a good showing here to help his chances. And he did, having hung on against Goose, who probably could have just beaten the tar out of him outside the ring and tried to get a count out, but instead threw him back in and threw him himself to the wolves when he got back in. And Goose able to take advantage of that. Rob able to take advantage of that, able to catch him out, drops that big 5-knuckle shuffle, and then picks him up and finishes him off.
Here is your winner, the Jester, Rob.
So Rob might not be champion anymore, but he still knows how to win. And he'll be looking to get back the championship he lost only a few weeks ago. And if I'm Donnie, I consider that a message sent. So there we go. Another match completed. I believe we're down to our main event. So now we have our main event of the evening, which is another triple threat match. Instead of an AA, you should call it by its old name, and it should be called SUFU. I love it. Alrighty, and it's Ross versus Austin versus Logan in a triple threat match between the British Union, the Unprofessionals, and the Originals. And the champion will be looking to go in on a note of a victory so that he can go into this pay-per-view on the right note leading into his big match with Webby. I'll have to remember that, Dave.
Making his way to the ring from New Hampshire, weighing in at 240 pounds, Ross Malcolm Boyd.
Best way I guess I can say to make me remember that, Dave, is to just retell me next time it happens, if I forget. Because the Panda Slam took me a bit to remember to say instead of Jackhammer. Alright, Ross coming out, the captain. Wanting to get off on a better foot. He's going into a tag team match next Wednesday with his partner Devin, as they are taking on the Originals. So he will want to have a winning match here. The SU boys haven't done terribly well so far. So, well, I guess no, I shouldn't say that because Rob won. But after last week and this week, if you added up their total overall, it wouldn't be good. But he'll be looking to get a big victory, kind of set the tone, maybe beat the tar out of Austin for Webby. That may end up being his only goal. But here comes Logan. With his redone trousers.
And his opponent, first, from the United States of America, weighing in at 241 pounds.
If only I could get her to say 13 colonies, I would be so happy. But nonetheless, I fixed his USA pants. All right, Logan coming into the ring to rule Britannia. Definitely one of the least popular people in the Federation. Certainly someone who has no love lost with the crowd, and but nonetheless will be happy to make everybody unhappy if his companions can actually win their title matches at Redemption. Because remember, B is taking on Cat for the Internet Championship.
From Louisville, Kentucky, weighing in at 262 pounds, the world's heavyweight champion, the Horseman, Austin.
And Phoenix is taking on Runa for the Women's Heavyweight Championship. So that could end up in a double British Union win at the pay-per-view, which would be a shocker, to say the least. So Austin comes to the ring, possibly for the last time, to carry his championship in and out. Certainly, as he stares at it, he must be wondering kind of where he will be this time next week and what will be happening in that confrontation with Webby. Those two gentlemen have been building up quite the rivalry over the last 5 months. And certainly it looks to continue in bloody fashion at this pay-per-view. Street fights are not well known for their calm, non-bloody affairs. All right, champ is in, and now we have one more competitor. Oh no, we have all 3 competitors in the ring, that's right. And now we are ready to get rocking on the main event here. Ross comes in, and immediately the unprofessionals and the originals tie up. Meanwhile, Logan does Logan things. And then just comes in and drops a leg. I don't even know if that connected. Dragged down by Ross, and now Ross targets Austin. Those two factions definitely are in the middle of a war, and they don't seem to be too worried about the Britannia side, the British Union. However, Logan does get a swift strike to the face. And to be fair, that might be a mistake. Logan is not someone you sleep on. He may not be in the top echelon of the Federation, but he's certainly going to be someone who will give you trouble, given the right set of circumstances. You just don't want to turn your back on him. Aside from his tendency to throw chairs into rings. Usually quite pointlessly. Alright, Ross now working away on Logan. But Logan able to come in and get some strikes in, but now getting rocked. But Austin comes in and starts working on Ross. Lifts Ross up. Knee taken out. Logan looking to get back into the ring, waiting on the apron. Standing there like he's in a tag team. Ross working on Austin in the meantime. I don't quite know what Logan's plan is here. Okay, there we go. Finally gets in the ring. Kind of playing possum or something. Catch, but Logan gets caught out by Ross. Gonna try and mess with him and goof around. You're not gonna like yourself very much. Ross is a very hard-hitting competitor. But Logan able to catch him out. Now Austin, big belly-to-belly suplex. Catches Logan. Logan stumbles into the corner, but greets a foot to the face for his pleasure. Now it's Austin's turn to drag him towards the center of the ring. Drops a foot onto his shoulder blade. Now Ross ties Austin up, though, as Logan's trying to recover. Big Inseguri sends Austin to the mat. And a kick to the lower leg, and then another to the stomach, and another, and another, and another. It's yes kicks all the way around. Ross is just wearing him out. And another catches him with an Inseguri to the back of the head. But Logan now the problem. Austin's just down, draped across the bottom rope. Now in the label lock, but able to escape. Austin now struggling to his feet. Gets up. Just as time for Ross to go after him again. Strike to the head and another one. Punches being rained down on Ross, who had been wearing out Austin. Austin picks him up off the mat. Looking to hammer him, and does. Big jumping strike. Now it's a pinning attempt. 1, 2. No. Ross able to get out. Logan unconscious on the mat. Austin picks Ross up. Tries to close in. Throws him over the ropes. And he's out. So now Austin could have gone after Logan. And now sees that Logan is now slowly crawling to the ropes. Austin waiting for him. Trying to take him out. Go for the pin while Ross is on the outside. 1. Nowhere near enough time. Nowhere near enough effort. Ross back in the ring. Austin rains down a punch and then goes for a spear that sends him down. Now he's got him where he wants him. 1, 2, 3. Austin gets the win. And the Originals end the night with a victory. And a very important one at that. Austin setting the tone. That double foot stomp, that strike between the two of them, absolutely devastating on Austin. But a Superman punch to Ross, and then followed up with a big strike later on in this match, finished the job. And Ross, who came in looking like a house of fire, ends up getting taken out by the spear, which allowed Austin to go for the pin. And that was all she wrote. So Austin enters Redemption as champion and as the winner of our main event of the evening. And the champion will be looking to carry on that victory into the match, into Redemption, and be able to devastate all of his opponents in the process. You can better believe that we will definitely be seeing a lot of these fellows next Wednesday. Be prepared. We got 10 matches on the card. We've got all sorts of fun stuff coming up on Redemption, so you will not want to miss that card. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. You can do that here, and you can watch the latest video up here. And if you want to know more about what we do, be sure to check out distractionsmedia.com.